Ding, the first question, of course, I want to ask you is, the Norway chess tournament is underway. It hasn't been a very easy one for you, and it has been a bit of a comeback of sorts after your world champion and when you had to take a bit of a break as well. How's the comeback been for you? How do you feel getting back and about your game at this point?
Well, this tournament I began slowly, but in the middle of the tournament I lost 4 games in a row. That's really hurting me. But from the day before yesterday, finally I began to score points. I began to draw, and it's a good sign. It shows I can get back to the scoreboard. Well, yesterday I missed some chance. At least I'm playing much better than several days ago.
Do you feel a change in yourself from the time you won the world champion to this point? Is there a change you feel in the mental makeup or in the way you tackle an opponent or a competition?
I don't know if it will be because of the title. Because everybody wants to beat me now. Yesterday, Fabiano, he chose a very risky opening. He didn't want to beat me with black pieces. So I have to give my best to try to avoid losses in such cases.
There are a lot of these comments that have come, with Magnus Carlsen saying that there's something broken, Nakamura saying he's not what I remember of him or the best that he was. Do you somewhere echo their sentiments, or, I know you came with a witty response saying you're fixing things, but how do you sort of react when you hear your opponents and people whom you've obviously gotten the better of saying such things?
Actually, I don't want to listen to other people saying. They said I'm not in my best shape. They said I have some mental problems, maybe. But I don't want to follow their instructions.
How tough were the last few months personally for you, Ding? When you did take a break, and sport is hard. Chess is no different from any other sport. The mental toughness that you require to be at the top of any sport is intense. Tell us a bit about what forced you to take a break, and how have you sort of looked within, and how have you worked on yourself to come back out and play the sport again?
I take a long break last year, but considering the results this year, I may have to take another long break to recover from my bad results.
There's something called as the confessions room that we've seen at the Norway chess tournament. How come you've not have you given your hand at it? Have you tried your hand at it, or it's something that you stay away from?
Sorry, repeat the question again.
I was talking about the confessions room. There's a confessions room, and I think Nakamura keeps visiting that as well. Have you ever considered going into the confessional room yourself, Ding?
Maybe in the last 2 games I will visit the confessional room once. I haven't been there before. And in Western House I have been there once and talk my games, my positions.
At this point, obviously the tournament didn't pan out the way you would have liked it to. What are you telling yourself in terms of how do you look forward? Because do you think at this point you are ready to take on Gukesh when it comes to the big face-off in a couple of months down the line?
There are still a couple months ahead, and there are still many huge important tournaments before the championship. I think if I can avoid the last place in any of the tournament, I may even win this one.
And when it comes to chess, just a last question before we let you go. Who's the toughest opponent that you've ever faced so far?
Who is the what?
The toughest opponent you ever faced so far, and why?
The answer is clear. It's Magnus Carlsen. He's a goat of chess.